Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Here we are coming from the back porch live. It is
Our second time.
Our second time. It is just Wesley and I this time. Mom is taking a break today, and we are going to talk today about Wesley, the places, the airports, right? Mm-hmm. The airports that Wesley most wants to visit. And you have how many?
5.
5. Hi, Tim.
And
Hi,
hi,
Cindy.
Sandy. And 3 of them are new airports for us.
Okay,
and we
so
haven't been to them.
The 5 airports that Wesley most wants to visit, and 3 of them are places we've never been, and 2 of them are places we have been. Mm-hmm. So, how do you want to talk about it? Do you have the order you want to go in?
Yes.
So do you want to just drive?
It's written down on the order I want to.
Okay, well, you drive. What is the first one, the first place where airport that you most want to visit? Which one do you want to talk about?
DFW.
And what is DFW?
Dallas-Fort Worth.
Dallas-Fort Worth. And that is in what state?
It's in Dallas, Texas.
In Dallas, Texas. Mr. Tim says airports are his wheelhouse, so maybe he can tell us his favorite airports too. So, DFW is in Dallas, Texas. Now tell me the things, Wesley did some research today on the airports. Mm-hmm. So tell me the things that you learned about the airports, particularly about DFW.
Mm-hmm. It covers more than 26.9 square miles.
Which makes it as big as what?
Almost as big as Disney.
Almost as big as Disney World in Florida.
Tim, it's because 2 reasons. I love the atmosphere, and I love the SkyTrain.
It was clean, and the SkyTrain is awesome. That's why we
yes,
liked
it's so fun. And also I pretended to drive when I was in the right car.
You did pretend to drive on the SkyTrain. It goes all the way around the airport. It is really, really fun. Okay, so we learned that it is almost as big as Walt Disney World, all of Walt Disney World in Florida, Dallas-Fort Worth Airport, and it is bigger than the island of Manhattan. What else did you learn?
It has 164 gates.
164 gates. Mm-hmm. I did not know that. That's a lot of gates.
Me too. And yes, Mom. Yes, Mom.
What else?
And it was opened in 1974.
Opened in 1974. And they tried to make Southwest use that instead of Love Field, and Southwest took them to court and won. So that's why Southwest still has a hub at Love Field. Mm-hmm. All right, anything else about that one?
But American agreed to move.
But American agreed to move.
So I'm glad they did that. I'm really glad, because if they didn't, we would have
never been.
Yep.
We'd have flown to Love. But we flew American to Dallas-Fort Worth. Mm-hmm. So what else? Anything else about that airport before we move on?
SkyTrain is super fun. If you go there, you've got to ride it.
The SkyTrain is super fun. It is like a monorail. It's awesome. Hi, Betty. So then, what is the next one?
The next one is Heathrow.
The next one is Heathrow. So tell me then...
Really?
What?
Heathrow used to be a Delta hub too.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that.
Yeah, me too.
You learned something new. Mm-hmm. So Heathrow is the next one. So what about Heathrow is interesting to you? What did you learn about it today? We have not been to Heathrow.
Yes, it has 64 remote stands.
And what is a remote stand?
It is like where you walk out on the tarmac when we talked about what we talked about in our national park episode.
So Wesley told me that it had 64 remote stands, and I did not know what that meant. So I had to look it up before we started this to learn. And a remote stand
and I played on my airplane simulator.
Is basically, instead of getting off on a jetway into the airport, they pull up to the plane and you come down like an external jetway down onto the tarmac or something like that, and then you go into the airport. Mm-hmm. I did not know they had that. And in particular, I did not know that's what it was called, and I particularly did not know that.
Really?
They had them at London. But Mr. Tim has been to London.
Okay, and
he says it's better than Gatwick. Don't tell him it's better than Gatwick. That's where we were supposed to go.
Yes. Question. Is it clean or not? Because I've heard that's not clean, but I'm not believing it.
You heard which one was not clean?
Gatwick.
You heard that Gatwick was not clean. Okay.
But is Gatwick clean? Can you tell us? Do you know if Gatwick is clean?
Okay.
And also, Gatwick is also a really good air. And I actually saw a review. Like, it looked clean to me on the review.
Okay.
It just looked a little basic in the lounge.
It looked basic in the lounge. Mm-hmm. All right, airport snob here. Anything else about Heathrow that you learned? You learned a couple of things, right?
Yeah. one of the most popular destinations is John F. Kennedy.
So JFK in New York is one of the most popular destinations from Heathrow. I did not know that. And what else did we learn? Go ahead.
First, can I say something?
Sure, go ahead.
Two. Did you fly Norwegian there?
Oh, you're asking Mr. Tim if he flew Norwegian to Gatwick. To Gatwick. Yes. I imagine that they did, or something like that, and that was our plan.
Did you fly to because if you flew to Gatwick, I was thinking American, British Airways, or Norwegian. So.
Okay.
Can you tell us which one, if you flew one of those?
American, British Airways, or Norwegian. Those are our choices.
So that's what I'm
apparently.
expecting. And there's 84 airlines going in and out there.
84 airlines that service London Heathrow. Wow, that's a lot.
Yeah.
How close is it to the city? Do you remember? You know more about this than I
It's
do.
right outside. First and landing outside from MCO.
Okay.
Woo. So it's right outside of London, but not central London. If you want to get to central London, your fastest option is London. Is London City. It was because it's the fastest airport. It's only like 7 or 6 miles from the city center.
Okay. Anything else about London Heathrow? Mr. Tim said they flew in the bubble of the 747, which is like that top piece.
Oh.
We got Flight Sim for Nintendo Switch, and so we are trying to work our way up to the 747.
Yes. That's the one I most want.
Me too. Anything else about London Heathrow?
That's it.
Okay.
Well, actually, and I really want to go there. Like
you really want to go?
Also, I actually saw a review of the new first class suites on Singapore.
Okay.
It went from Heathrow to Singapore.
Okay.
John normally never flies in first class, but he did
Nobody
that time.
knows who Sean is.
He's
You
a
don't have to
person on the
explain
points
it,
guy.
it's
So.
Okay. What's the next one?
Ronald Reagan.
And we have been to Reagan
Yes.
Airport, right? Reagan National. And where is that?
It is located in D.C.
In Washington, D.C., right on the line. It's technically in Virginia, but it's right on the line, the border of Washington, D.C. And what about Washington, D.C. did you want to talk about? Or Reagan, I'm sorry. What about Reagan National?
There is a slot rule.
They have a slot rule. And what does the slot rule mean? I know.
It means you have to have permission to land.
They have slots for days and times
What is
that you have to
coach
be
class? What is coach class?
Coach is like economy.
I was thinking the upper part was I thought the upper part was
First
like
class?
first.
I
Yeah.
did too, actually. So that was something we just learned
Yep.
from Mr. Tim. So, what else about Reagan National? We learned that it is a hub for American Eagle and American.
Well, mostly American Eagle.
They have the most flights, and who has? There are 2 nonstop flights from Nashville to Reagan National.
American Eagle and Southwest.
And Southwest, and vice versa. They have nonstop flights back. So that was good. And then it's national airport, so it does not have customs, right? But it does have 3 international flights.
Canada, the Bahamas, and
Bermuda. Canada, the Bahamas, and Bermuda. And who is it named for?
Ronald Reagan.
Who is who?
40th president.
The 40th president. One of our favorites. Now, anything else about Ronald Reagan Airport?
If you want to, it used to be a hub for U.S. Air.
It used to be a hub for U.S. Air.
That's another thing we learned.
That's another thing we learned. What else?
So if you want to ride the subway there, also known as Metro, which goes up ground for Reagan National stops, I think, then do it. It's amazing.
The Metro is fun.
It's clean.
I don't know if it's clean.
To me, it is.
We have different standards.
Okay.
All right,
So,
what's next? The
Frankfurt.
next airport, Frankfurt. Where is Frankfurt?
It is located in West Germany.
It is located in West Germany. That is right. The western part of Germany. Germany is one country now.
It is a hub for Lufthansa.
A hub for Lufthansa, which is what?
A German airline.
A German airline. And what do you know anything about Lufthansa that you wanted to share?
Points Guy Day review.
Points Guy did a review. Was it positive?
I think it was.
It was good?
It was good.
And they said something about first class, you told me.
They didn't say that, but it's just, to me, the seats are cool, and it's a little bit crazy.
A little bit crazy.
Yeah, because when you're on there, it's like, so you have like this footrest that you can move back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, and you can also recline your seat.
Okay. And so then we also learned that you told me that Frankfurt has how many runways? 4. Frankfurt has 4 runways. What else did we learn had 4 runways? Nashville. And we looked up another one too.
LAX.
LAX. I was surprised it only had 4, but it has 4 runways at LAX too. So.
And Norwegian flies there.
And we also learned that the Frankfurt airport was originally built as a hub for
U.S. Air Force.
First the U.S. Army, for the U.S. Army Air Force, and then what became the U.S. Air Force in West Germany. It was the hub, and so that's why it is large and expansive, because they used it for a hub, and then it could be used for commercial traffic later on and became Frankfurt Airport. All right, last one, Wesley. What is this is number 5, not in any particular order, but it's the 5th one we've talked about. Airport
it's in the exact airport.
Oh, it's in that order. So this is number 5. The airport of the top 5 airports you most want to visit.
Auckland, New Zealand.
Now, is it because of the airport or because of New Zealand?
Both.
Both. Okay, keep going.
Because I want to see New Zealand, where mom was there, where mom was for 40 days. She said, and
Mom was there for a while.
And kind of like Heathrow, the runways, only one there. There's 2 at Heathrow, and I also heard that they were expanding 1 runway at Heathrow.
You heard they were expanding another runway at Heathrow? Well, now we're on Auckland.
Yeah, but I'm just saying. It's kind of like Auckland at Heathrow.
So what did we learn? What else did we learn about the Auckland airport?
Virgin Australia is a hub for Virgin Australia and Air New. Well, we knew. I'm pretty sure we knew that was a hub for Air New Zealand.
Yeah.
Because it's New Zealand.
That's where the most flights are.
Do a stopover in Honolulu on the way?
Do a stopover in H&L on the way to New Zealand?
Yeah.
We might have to do that.
Yeah,
I kind of want to go to
to.
Tahiti.
Or
Fiji.
I was thinking maybe like a stopover for like a night.
Look, Pop said that he flew into the Frankfurt airport in 1970 going to Darmstadt when he was in the Army.
Yeah.
So Pop has been to the Frankfurt airport.
Yeah.
It was before it was the Frankfurt airport. It was still the Army field then. But that's awesome. Now we especially want to go there.
Yeah. Well, I already knew that.
You already knew that he went to the Frankfurt?
I knew that I went to Frankfurt Airport. I just didn't know if he went during the Army or...
My fault.
So, it's an international airport.
Are we back to Auckland?
Yes, we're back to Auckland. And Auckland is an international airport.
And it was a hub... Oh, you already said that it was a hub for Virgin Australia. Now, Wesley had
Because we were about to go to Honolulu. Because we were going to go to Honolulu.
Oh, okay. Wesley has a question for you that he and I are at odds about. What was the airline?
Virgin Australia.
Virgin Australia. Wesley wants to know if he should be allowed to fly. Hi, Miss Mary Alice. Wesley would like to know, and you can tell us your vote in the comments.
Because,
Wesley,
here, I'll tell you why.
Can I say what you want to know first?
First, okay, sure.
Okay. Wesley would like to know in the comments whether you think he should be allowed to fly kids class on Virgin Atlantic by himself.
Virgin Australia.
I'm sorry, Virgin Australia by himself, while Mom and I are in a different class.
But I did make a promise. I would face them as often and I would help them get to know the flight attendants.
You would help who get to know the flight attendants?
You guys.
Your flight attendants?
Y'all.
Does kids class have special flight attendants?
I have no idea. I'm saying.
Well, you're the one who knows about this.
I'm the only one who knows that it's kids class. That there's a kids class.
Okay.
I'm the only one.
Okay. I don't even know what that is, by the way.
It's a class just for kids.
It's just a class certificate specifically for kids?
I think so, yeah.
Okay. Well, Wesley would like to know if he should be allowed to fly by himself in kids class. Dad votes no.
Hang on.
Go ahead.
And also,
quickly.
If you guys want, put your vote in the comments. And yes, as long as you're on the same plane.
Yes, as long as you're on the same plane.
Yeah. Yes, he'll be fine.
Aunt Penny is not on my team right now.
Yes.
Miss Debbie is also not on my team right now. They're both on your team.
Also, but they say if we're on the same plane, that's fine.
We'll see.
But I think we're gonna have to do it before I'm 10.
Oh, do you run out of time when you turn 10? You can't do it once you're 10?
I have no idea.
Too bad. All right. Anything else? We at the end? So we are working on another Disney show that will get figured out here in the next couple of days and probably do it this weekend. That's at least what we want to do. And then kind of go from there. Aunt Penny, we missed your last text. We can't see them all in order. What did it say?
It said no.
Said no what?
Said ask mom no.
Oh, Mom said no. As a Momo, no. She's saying yes. See?
Oh.
She understands what I'm
Team
saying.
you.
Team Jeremy. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Now I still got one.
You still have one.
So time.
Pop wants to know more about kids class.
Okay.
Okay. So we're
Let me
working.
pull up that video.
No, not right now. So we are working on another Disney show, probably this weekend. We'll see how it works out. But anything else, Wesley? We talked about all the airports.
Yep.
Tell us the 5 again. DFW.
Hang on. I'm gonna flip.
Yeah.
Heathrow, Reagan, Frankfurt, and Auckland.
Heathrow, DFW, Heathrow,
Team Wesley.
Frankfurt, Reagan, and Auckland. Team Wesley. Of course it's Tasha. Team Wesley. All right. Thank you guys. Thanks for watching. We will see you real soon. Bye.
Bye.